Hello, Gemini. It is time for your June reading. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see what kind of energy you're working with this month. Next, have the Dancer. Moving gracefully through life, Gemini. Self-expression and strength. So it feels like a month. Well, it would make sense, right? A lot of you have birthdays. It feels like a month where you are celebrating. There's joyous, there's a sense of freedom, creative expression. So maybe some creative projects that you guys are working on. But definitely self expression, speaking up for yourself more, talking about the things that you enjoy, about what you want out of life. And maybe even having some frank discussions with people in your life. And perhaps making decisions about those that you want to keep involved with and those that you want to distance yourself from. And that it's coming from this strength part. You're feeling much more confident about those decisions, about standing up for yourself and expressing that. Expressing, it does say self-expression. Definitely more freedom in how you're communicating with others and feeling very strongly about your opinions and where you stand. It's almost like a turning point for some of you. Maybe you've been a little wishy-washy on certain things up to this point, but now you're like, you know what? No, this is what I want. If I'm not sure about it, then perhaps it's not something that's meant for me, kind of energy. All right, let's see what tarot cards we have for you. We have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit. A lot of swords. Swords are about communications, very much. It's an air element. You're an air element. You're ruled by Mercury, or Gemini anyway, is ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication, expression, self-expression. That makes sense. So very much in your element for a lot of this month. Ups and downs, but definitely in your element and feeling very confident in yourself and the decisions you're making for yourself. So we're starting out here with the Two of Wands. So which bag do you like better? The Two of Wands. Wands are a fire element. So it's about passion, vitality, movement, action. It's very much an extroverted type of energy. Expressive energy for sure. Twos can also be about choices, decisions that you need to make, or in some cases, planning. Maybe considering the pros and cons of two things that you're excited about, but which one do you want to choose? So you have two good options. They're both exciting. Which one are you most drawn to? It could be where you're just making it, again, the pro and con list, brainstorming. Even that process can be enjoyable. Maybe you partially plan out each option just for your pure enjoyment and because you love both the ideas, and that's going to help you make a decision on which one you want to stick with right now, which one you want to look into further. Have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. And which purse are you going to get? Which bag do you like? I think maybe I'd pick the one on the shelf, but who knows? And then we have the Ten of Swords. So we have three swords here, right in a row. And again, swords are about communication. It is that air element, beliefs, things like that. It could be that somebody stabs you in the back or spreads some rumors, or you discover who it is who's been spilling the tea inappropriately. And this might be the relationship that ends, the connection that now that you know what's going on, you can't change what's been happening. You can't change the other people involved, but you can take yourself out of that situation. You can disconnect from it. And there is ultimately a sense of freedom in that because you may not realize how uncomfortable or tense you've been around these people, that there's been a vibe that you've been trying to ignore because of maybe how long you've been connected with these people or something in the past. But there will be an undeniable recognition that it's just it's not something you want in your life anymore. It's something that needs to end. So this may be the ones where you're going to have the strength to tell them that you know what's been going on now, and you are now disassociating yourself. It could be mean leaving some groups. It could have to do with social media itself too. But you are disconnecting yourself so that it doesn't have to be part of your life anymore. You can move on. You can move forward. And it's going to feel like that weight has been lifted, or a weight has been lifted, because now you're no longer in the dark. You're no longer questioning yourself on what's been really happening or not happening, because you know, and you're confident that you know, and you're able to say, "Yo, that's enough. I'm done. Goodbye." Even though it's not going to be comfortable, it's going to be there's this sense of betrayal and anger, but you don't want to stick with it, and you just don't want to deal with it anymore. So that's it. I'm done. I'm out kind of energy. And then we have the Page of Swords and new people coming into your life, new ideas, something new you are interested in. Now that you're not worried about the opinions, thoughts, whatever that was going on back here, you're free to go after what you want. So this could be, I want to say for some of you, this could be going back to school, not necessarily for college, but for some specific subject, something that you are excited about, something you've been wanting to try, but no one in this old group was interested in it, or they would say, that's stupid kind of energy, just that they just weren't growing with you. You grew beyond them. And now you're free to pursue something new to you, something you've been wanting to learn more about, something you're excited and intrigued by, something you have a lot of questions about, something you now have the time to do a lot of research on, to seek out some experts, to learn more. It's a sense of freedom with this Page of Swords. A little bit naive, but it's all about the journey, man. It's all about learning, and you love that. And then we have the Seven of Swords. This can feel, a lot of people look at this as someone who is stealing from you, taking advantage of you in a way, of your knowledge, your ideas. So it could be somebody who's stealing your ideas or trying to take over your identity in some way. Interesting. Just be aware that simply cutting contact, probably with this group over here, may lead them to, or at least one of them, to try to undermine you in some way. So pay attention, keep your eyes open, be aware that that's a potential option. And then the flip side of this can also be where you feel a little guilty for cutting them off. You may start second guessing yourself a little bit. Do not. Take the lessons you learned from that, leave behind the negative things that you didn't want any part of anyway, and move forward in your life. Don't give that a second thought. You're making the choices that are right for you, best for you. And that's where your focus needs to be. But then for a very small fraction of you, just be aware that someone may want to try and take advantage or mislead you or direct you down the wrong path. So do your research too. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is a major arcana card. And this is a recommendation to maybe take some time by yourself, away from social media, Focus on the things you want to focus on your next steps, and really think about it and dig into it and figure out exactly what it is you want. Where are you being drawn to? What's exciting you the most? Take time. Don't rush it. Take the time to sit with these ideas you have, with the possibilities that are now open up to you, and really hone in on what path you want to follow. So I think they all lead to something good, but you need to feel good about it and confident about it. It may be something that helps you really express yourself in a very positive way. I think these two are also tied together strongly for you. That page of sword. So this thing that it could have something to do with writing, this self-expression through writing, self-expression through poetry, or maybe even reading. But something, knowledge, gaining knowledge in some way, or sharing the knowledge that you already have. That could be your option. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Sevens can also be a time of reevaluation and reassessment. So keep that in mind too with the Seven of Swords. It may be time to reassess maybe something that happened, to recognize when somebody is taking advantage of you. And then the Seven of Wands. Now we've already had wands. We know it's fire, it's passion, it's vitality. In this case, it's asking you or telling you or advising you to stand your ground. And don't let all the chaos going on around you, distract you from what you want. Because again, there's going to be these people stuck here in their old patterns and old behaviors that are going to try and prevent you from moving forward because they resent it when someone breaks away from the pack. How dare you think that you can go out on your own? How dare you dare to think differently? Don't let them draw you back. Don't let them throw you off your game. Don't let them take away your focus or your energy or your passion. If you believe in it, trust yourself. Have the strength to believe in your own form of self expression. You can dance around all the different ideas. That's what you do. You like to know what all the options are. And that's not a bad thing. That Gemini is what I have for you for June. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.